What is up, T.O.Gs? Oh, it is actually quite a glorious summer day. Oh. What is up, T.O.Gs? It is a glorious summer day. We're in the low 90s here in Northern California. And, I mean, you gotta celebrate these days because you always know there's a heat wave on its way. So we're getting out here. We're gonna fill up for this month's one tank with that one guy, and this month we have a very special one tank with that one guy, and I'm so looking forward to taking this trip with you guys to go somewhere that we've never been before on this channel. But before we can take any trip on the one tank with that one guy series, you gotta get some petrol first. For those of you who are American viewers, that's gasoline of the unleaded variety. So let's get on that. Okay, let's reset that, because we've got a little trip to take on our one tank. Here we go, guys. Let's get after it. Hit the road. Oh, I was gonna go where that guy was going, but I'm not gonna fight him for a spot. Bikes lose to cars. Here we go, guys. All right. So there's been a lot that's happened actually since the last video that I recorded. We've been doing a lot of test rides this summer because, I mean, the restrictions are being lifted, and here in California, unless you are a business, most places you don't have to wear a mask anymore. So that's a big change. Another big change, I don't know if you can tell, I'm not filling out the jacket so much anymore. I have gone from plus size T.O.G back down to about normal size T.O.G. I lost about close to 20 pounds in the last few weeks, and that is because if you've watched this channel for a while, you know that a long time ago I was going to fulfill kind of a dream of mine, which was to play one of those iconic roles on the stage, which is that of that was first, that you're probably familiar with, Gene Kelly playing that role in Singing in the Rain. But I was able to nab that role before the pandemic, and then our show was nixed, just like every other live show in the United States, basically around the world. But we've started rehearsals up again, and you know, I'm trying to get back to a svelte, you know, like 170. That's where I'd like to be, and we're halfway there. If anybody, if you're a regular person, if you're like not a fitness person, or you're just average Joe, you probably gained a little bit of weight during the pandemic, and I was not an exception to that rule. I got to the heaviest I've ever been, and raise your hand, but maybe put it in the comments if you were one of those people who got to their largest version. So instead of what are we going to call it, STOG, the P was silent, plus size T.O.G, we've gone back to just regular old T.O.G. So yeah, that's a little bit of a life update. We've had some other big life updates other than losing weight and just having a crazy last few weeks. And we're going to get to why these last few weeks have been so crazy here in just a second, because this month's one tank with that one guy, we're going to show you why we have been so incredibly busy, why I haven't recorded a video in a while. I mean, you guys haven't noticed because I still put out a video every week. Try to have some in the queue so they're ready for y'all, even if things do get crazy, and they have been crazy. I'm recording this video this week you're gonna be watching it a couple days after it's recorded. Oh, stop, thank you. Because we're gonna take a trip down this little quiet neighborhood here in my hometown, Woodland, California. And if you've got a nose for these things, if you've done doing your detective work, I think you know what's coming. I've put out some videos in the past about living in an apartment, because I've lived in an apartment or rented my entire life, except for when I lived with my parents. But not anymore. You guys, if you can see it in there, that's the Harley. And you guys, this is where I live now. Welcome to Casa del T.O.G. Let's take a look, guys. Alright, so I like to keep private things private on my channel, so I'm gonna limit what I show you, I guess, at the new house, but there it is. The biggest thing for me and my family is that we have waited so long to get into this house. To call it the house of our dreams is an understatement, because we have just been waiting for so long. We've been saving, we've been doing everything that we can to get here. Sans buying bikes, because I mean, obviously that's counterproductive, but I've always had the belief that even if you're not going to have a home or going to enjoy the luxury of having your own home, that you should still enjoy the things in life that you're going to enjoy. Not having a home shouldn't stop you. And so having motorcycles to me was a way to cope with not having a house. But now we have a house and we have a place to put the steeds. So before we moved in, I actually had grand plans to have like time-lapse videos of all the work that we did on this house, because for the most part things were looking pretty good, but there were lots of little things that we needed to do, and so I was like, oh, I'll take time-lapse videos of all those things and show you guys the work that we did. But I mean, there was so much to do. I took like a few days off from work, and so did my wife, and so I just didn't feel like I wanted to take away from everything that we got done and everything that we had to do to stop and record, to edit and do all those things. So I mean, I really haven't recorded any content in weeks. But I mean, this is the reward for all that hard work that we put in, for saving, for living in an apartment life for years and years and years, and for my kids to have their own bedrooms for the first time. So I mean, so many firsts for our family, and so excited that I can share this with you guys here today. So ages ago, my parents were given these kind of ugly blue old like patio chairs, and so we were like, oh, when we get our house, we're gonna sand them and paint them and make them part of our backyard. So not only does our new house have a really cool fire pit so that we can roast s'mores and have little campfires in the backyard, we were able to finally take care of those chairs. And let's flip the camera around, and there they are, right next to our wicked, like, deep fire pit, which we've had a few s'mores nights already, but many more in the future. But there they are. I would like to take some credit for this. All I did was tighten the bolts because they were kind of loose. Other than that, my oldest daughter, you will know her as that one girl, she took care of all this. Sanded, painted, primer, everything. And there you go. These chairs were literally just collecting dust in my parents' backyard. So now they have a new home. We have a new home. Let's go back to the garage. So guys, new house, new me, or less me. Guys, I've been waiting to wear this shirt. I bought it, I created it a few months ago, several months ago. And when I ordered my size, it didn't fit, and I was thoroughly disappointed. Didn't give me the motivation enough to lose the weight to fit into it, but it fits me now. So excited to share this with you guys. If you guys want this t-shirt, it also has the T.O.G logo on the back. You can get this shirt at my TeePublic store. So really, it's less about what's in the house and what's around the house, and more about what the house means to my family. This is something that we've been working towards for so long, and we're finally here.
so happy to share this with all of you guys. I know this is less of a motorcycle video and more about me, but hopefully if you're watching this channel, you're also watching it for me. So I always appreciate your support. Thank you so much for being a part of my life. But guys, if you made it to the end of the video, there's another thing I wanted to talk about before I close out. And that is, we used to do something called Ask Me Anything or Ask Me Something. And I would make a whole video on questions that you, the viewers, the subscribers would ask. We're gonna change it up a little bit. I don't wanna do whole videos of Ask Me Something, Ask Me Anything questions. So if you have questions on any video about my motorcycles, about my riding experience, about me, leave them in the comments. Like I said, it's Ask Me Anything. Keep it in mind, it's a PG channel, so, you know, keep things appropriate. But if you submit your Ask Me Anything, Ask Me Something questions in the comments below, I'll make sure to take some time before videos. Not maybe every video, but when questions come in, I will take some time during just regular content videos to answer the questions that you guys might have. So guys, to close this video, we're here in the T.O.G garage. T.O.G garage. So we'll finish this video here in my garage. Thank you guys. If you've been here for the long haul, you know this is something that I've talked about, having a house in videos off and on for the last almost 4 years that we've been here on the channel. So if you've been here since the beginning or you've been here since my last video, I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for watching my videos, for supporting. If you like this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up down there, which is the like button. And if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button. Guys, if you're out there riding, please be safe. Be kind to one another. My name is Eric. I'm that one guy, and I am